Hi, everybody. Jamie Stokes from Royal LePage Frank here. I wanted to touch on changes in market conditions and contracts. So it's 2020 now. Say we have a repeat of the market a couple of years ago. Housing market's very hot. People are, every house is going in multiple offer situations. You overpay for a house by, $100,000, $150,000, and the market changes overnight. So the house the following morning after you sign the contract is not worth what you paid for it. You've already put down a $20,000 deposit because market conditions were hot. You put the deposit down with your offer, $20,000. So you don't follow through on your contract. You decide, you know what, the house isn't worth what I offered to pay for it. I'm just going to ignore the contract. Well, it's a legally binding contract. You can be held responsible for multiple things. I think the largest case to date, the sellers were awarded $642,000 or just above that. So you're going to be losing your deposit most likely. So 20,000 bucks is gone, and then you have the sellers who now, because you didn't follow through, they're going to relist their home. Market conditions have changed. House price dropped by $150,000. They sold it for less than what you offered to pay for it or what your contract says, and you're going to get sued for the difference. Or you can, anyways. Most likely, that's going to be the case. So you have $20,000 deposit gone. You have we'll say at least $100,000 in price change. So there's $120,000, and you're not getting a home for $120,000. On top of that, legal costs. If both sides use lawyers are pricey, and you're going to, if you lose the case, chances are you're going to end up paying for both sides' legal costs. Especially if you're found at fault for not following through on your contract. So 150,000, 20,000, and then legal costs. That can be at least another $20,000. So, like I said, I think the largest case to date is just over $642,000. They received no home for that, so that's a big chunk of change there. My advice is work with the sellers. Or look into other options. There's vendor take-back mortgages, or if you can work something out with the banks or whatever, it's in your best interest to do so. It's a legally binding contract, and you can't just forget about it. Most likely you will be sued. It's not fair for the sellers to lose out on what you offer to pay for their house. The market conditions are no fault of the sellers or the buyers. I feel bad for everybody in this situation, but I just want to make sure that everybody's aware of what the potential consequences of not following through on a legally binding contract when you buy a home and don't follow through with the terms that you agreed to. If you have any real estate questions, please give me a call. Jamie Stokes, 289-927-5991.